Hey guys, if we haven't met, my name is Sean Tang. I'm on the delivery side, so I'm here to talk to you about the program itself and what I've been building, what I've discovered, and hopefully this will be valuable for you and beneficial for you. So just a quick one-liner about me. I've been selling Amazon since 2016. I've done private label, resell, wholesale, whatever you can think about on the Amazon space, I've done it. And most recently, in the past couple of years, brand direct, which is working with the brand directly, has been exploding. Brands are looking for people to help them bridge the gap from them to Amazon, and they're not able to do it by themselves, most of them. And by starting the coaching program as private label, we quickly discovered that the fastest way to make money or wealth on Amazon is to partner with brands so that you don't launch just your own private label products. You can do that, but you can also launch other people's product or even start reselling other people's product, but now with a connection with the brands, hence the name Brand Direct. In a nutshell, that's what the concept is. But in execution, what I learned is the students that come in, they have very high success rates. Success rate meaning that they're progressing, they're learning, and they're sticking around. And most of that has to do with taking action. So today I'll share with you some of the tools that we built in a nutshell and what the value is of this course. I wouldn't call it a course really, a coaching program slash course slash business, but basically the approach and angle that we're taking is as the students are coming in, we are coaching them on taking action, and the knowledge is kind of secondary to the taking action part. The knowledge is important, and we have the tools and support in place for that, and that's what I want to go over with you today. So, as somebody who's onboarding, one of the pain points and feedback that we got from the students is that when I'm onboarding, I don't know where I am, I don't know where to start, I don't have a game plan, and visually, they're usually being sent to a list of just courses and trying to figure it out themselves. So, what I built is what's called a magic tracker. So, in the magic tracker, the benefit of that is they know exactly where they stand, and they can catch problems, they can look ahead, they can look back. The magic tracker really will help them increase their chance of success of achieving their results or sending their first shipment and things like that. So really the Magic Tracker objective is that, but it goes a bit beyond that. So in a Magic Tracker, what I'll just walk you guys through it quickly. As you come in, as a student. You can choose your path. You can do private label, brand direct, but there's a fast track path also that eliminates theoretical things that might be considered fluff. So it gets you right away into action. So every student that comes in, I already talk to them about, okay, here's the first step, here's the second step, here's the third step with you. So it's very personalizable to them at where they're at and what their approach is on Amazon. And as you go through it, this is your dashboard. It tells you where you're at. There's a little progress bar here, and these are the tools that we'll cover today. So it tells you where you're at, the skills that you learn. You can document your journey here. You can look up signed brands or brands that you're working on with ideal logs, and it tells you how long you've been in this business. Because you're starting out, again, we're teaching them how to become business owners and business operators, and we just happen to sell on Amazon, and Amazon is just happened to be 50% of e-commerce today. So this will be their dashboard, and there are different phases to the process. And the whole point of doing this is not to overwhelm them, is to give them clear focus of where they're at in the different phases. The first thing that we get through with them is making sure that they have the account running and set up. So there's a completion phase here. I won't go into the details of the agenda and curriculum itself, but I'll share with you kind of the mechanism and the value of this tool because I find that it's a great tool and it's been answering a lot of the questions that the students are having, the pain points that they have. So the more pain point we take away from them, the easier for them to start working, executing, and operating a business, and the faster they'll get to a success path. So if we go into the different phases, setup, finding opportunities, sourcing, launching a product, working with brands directly, and operations. There's also a section for ninja moves, which is more like advanced tactics that are really powerful that can help them expand their brand even further. But that section will cover it another time. Just an example of how it works when you log in, you have your own profile, right? And you can log in and say when you started. But this is the curriculum. So for example, you started and then it's a setup. So we set them up. There's training on the mindset. There's training on the technical side, more like the admin stuff. And everything will be linked. It's not just there's the step, but everything will be linked to a document and a video for them to have the right support when they get to that step. So for example, this one, if they just want to read the document, they can as well. If they click on it, it's going to show up here what they need to understand between the seller and the operator. There'll be a supporting video as well that when you click on it, it'll lead them to a Zoom recording or the tutorial video for that specific step. And this will be a clear way for them to, okay, you know what, I've watched the document, I've watched the videos already. So the next time, I know this is completed. So all they have to do is just go in and click on that as complete. And as they complete these different steps, their progress in the setup phase will advance. And the little tracker here will also advance, showing them where they're at. So this is a great way for them to, if you're familiar with the concept of gamifying, is to try to get the achievement done so that they can see progress. And not only will they see progress, they will acquire skill as they complete these steps. So those skills and things like that will be logged here too. So it shows progression, it shows commitment, and we can identify the students that are lagging behind because they've not taken action and the ones that's taken action. So what's in it for them for this tool? So everything is centralized, so you know where exactly where you're at. You know the game plan. You can pick the game plan and profile. You can make decisions based on where you're at, and I can easily coach them and guide them through the process as well. So most sellers that comes in, they don't have this, or they have this, but it's not structured in a way that it's centralized. So having it centralized helps them feel that they're in control and feel that they are the owner of that path, and they have a clear path with support. And that the clear value here is enablement of getting to that goal that they had in mind. That's why they signed up for. So this is also going to answer a lot of questions that maybe on the sales side you guys get, or even on the post support side. A couple of things that's really cool in here is there's a built-in CRM that will help them get organized and help them save time. So here, if they were to reach out to brands, they can log in brands. I'm not going to get into the details of that, but they can log in product ideas. If they have private label product ideas, they'll add it here. But for brands, and there's also pre-made templates that they can use in here to just build and send their outreach emails. We will probably build in some integration in here as well for them to send the emails directly from here and keep track of all of that. So just keep in mind of the value of the time and execution speed that they'll have by using this tool, by having everything centralized. It's almost like a plug and play, and this, to my knowledge, does not really exist out there. And what we're building is very customized to the knowledge and experience of operating an Amazon business for the past 10 years. A next couple things that it's really cool is when you work with brands, you can add a brand here, and they'll be um, pre-qualifying brands per the process, per the teaching. They can select a brand that's in Canada, and there's tiering with the brand. So if the brand has a weak presence in Canada but a strong presence in the US, it would be a brand that you would approach for the Canadian market and trying to get your foot in and trying to start selling their products, gaining their trust, building that relationship, and hopefully eventually that they'll also give you the US and the other marketplaces. So there's different angles and strategy. Go and get a brand, and the Magic Tracker will help you kind of pre-think about that, because there'll be some elements that implies, you to question that, oh, you know what, I forgot, I clicked on the UK, I forgot to assign them that they have no presence in the UK. So I can take their product and sell it in the UK. Okay, so from a Magic Tracker perspective, it's really where they will land, where they will know exactly what they're getting into. And in here, they're also the Magic Tracker AI. So basically, what they do is if they have questions or anything like that, with the steps that there are, they could get the help directly from the group, the Telegram group, which is very active and very personalized support. But also, if they just want, it's midnight or 1 a.m. and they don't want to bother anybody, they can just chat with the AI in the tracker, which is going to be linked to the database of the knowledge of the course. So they'll have help and support and questions and answer directly built in here. And that would be the section that covers the Magic Tracker. So coming in, they'll confidently say where they're at, and they'll see that they're in this as a business, as an operator, and not just as a seller. Moving on. So as you dive into the process, the big pain points is, okay, perfect. Now I know the process. I started learning. I'm at a step where I need to analyze a brand. What do I do? And how do I pitch it? We have a tool that we built. It's called the Brand Analyzer. So the Brand Analyzer, what you do is you enter, and this is work in progress, but it is working. So the Brand Analyzer, what you do is you put in your agency name or your company name, your brand name, you upload your logo, you put the website, the brand website. If they don't have one, you don't put one. And what you do next is you scan the website and you upload some reports into it, which is very easy. It's 2 reports from Keepa that we can dump in here, and it's going to give us more intel. And it will detect the brand. It will pull in the color of the brands. It will pull in some pictures of the brand to give the brand identity and personalize the output, which is the brand presentation, brand analysis that they can share with the brand owner. So really acting as an agency, but with one click. With one click and a couple inputs. So when you click on generate reports, it's going to look like something like this. This is the output of the analyzer after it's done reading the data, reading the website. It will produce something like this, and we'll create different version of it to give people customizable outputs. But it will tell you who the brand is, and here's your analysis. It's a 5 data point analysis. How's your catalog doing? You don't have enough active ASINs versus what we scan on your website. That will be one. A couple of things here: current performance. How much is your brand selling today? Where can you grow? And what's your weakness? Another thing is you versus competition. How are you doing? Are you doing great? Are you doing bad? It gives them a sense of urgency to kind of take over and really master and work with somebody who can master Amazon and sell their products. And another one is market size. How are you doing on the market? Are you capturing a big size of the market? Are you behind as well? So it gives us data and really data and numbers that you can share with the customers, which speaks to them a little bit more. And lastly, it will build a little bit, a little top five priorities just to give the brand the credibility of you assessing their catalog. And this is just random content right now, but the catalog does give you specific action items, and you can share that with the brand, or you can say, hey, here are top five priorities. I can help you with it, and this is where you get the brand's attention, and you are on your way to landing that first brand deal. Okay, so this is the presentation, which usually takes, I would say, a good 3 to 4 hours for somebody who's experienced to build this up. But with this program and this AI tool that we've built, it's probably going to take them anywhere from 5 to 10, 15 minutes. And they don't even know, they don't even need to have that expertise of analyzing. They just need to know the logic between different steps to be able to voice out the value and the benefits of those reports and different analysis that it comes out of. So really, this will help you or help them discover brands and pre-analyze them and tailor their pitch to the brand and where their weaknesses are. So really identifying those pain points at the beginning already. Number two, it would avoid them making any big mistakes. If they go after a brand that's fully optimized already, then the approach that they'll take will be more customized, or maybe that's a brand that they will give a lower priority. And you can, anybody can do this. So really the learning curve of the step in the process is cut down from like 10 to maybe one or two. And anybody can just start doing analysis and send them out as lead magnets, send it out to convert customers. So this is a tool that will help them really look very professional, credible, and data driven to a brand. And the brands that are looking to partner with Amazon sellers today are looking for that next level expertise, which this tool can give them. And this is something they can do in like 5, 10 minutes. So really the goal is to give them all the tools they need so that it cuts down the learning curve of the theoretical things, and it cuts down the admin work, it cuts down the execution and effort. So the value of this tool is really on that front. And analysis like this, marketing agencies can pull it up and probably sell it, I don't know, $500, something like that, in that range, even more. And they can use this also as a service, not just like as a pitch. Another cool tool, another pain point in the process is, okay, perfect. Now I've landed the brand, we got some deals, we got some listing going. We got to create those listings. And now the next pain point is, hey, we don't have a designer, we don't know how it works, we don't have the capital, the money, the time to learn not only the process, but to hire a designer to create high quality design, converting designing. We don't have all that knowledge. And as you're starting out, it's 100% normal, and you don't have to. And what we've built, I think this is probably one of the coolest tools that I've built. And this tool is called the Magic Studio. And the Magic Studio, basically, for example, for this brand, we're going to use this brand as an example, and some of their listings are not optimized, and this is one of them. So this product here. So I'm going to reload this app. So the Magic Studio is a proprietary tool. It's not available online. It's not yet made public. And if we did, it'll be at least at a couple $100 a month. So the Magic tool, what it does is you just have to give it one image of the product. You can give it more image of the product. It will read the product, and it will be intelligently analyzing the product. And even as to creating the title, the bullets, identifying the product size, dimensions, and will build you the listing images. So here are the images that it built. So 1 plus 5, 6, 7. You have hundreds of options to create images with this tool, and it will create that within about 5 to 10 minutes. And these tools are optimized to be converting based on marketing psychology, based on Amazon keywords and algorithms. So everything kind of combined into this big brain that produces these images. And these images are non-edited, guys. I have not edited them yet, and they're pretty much ready to use and just have to be QA'd by a human just to make sure that it doesn't say anything that's nonsense. What's cool about this is it cuts down the cost of execution, right? The cost itself. So something like this, like a 7 image or 9 image brand gallery image out there today is at least 200 USD. And you have to do back and forth with the designer. So that's not only $200 USD, it's the delay that it takes for you to get to it, and then the back and forth. So you're looking at about 200 USD back and forth, maybe another 100 USD, and editing and updating that, the time frame of that probably like a minimum a week to 2 weeks to get something final that you could present to the customer. This was done in less than 10, 15 minutes. So the value, it goes beyond the cost, right? So the $200, $300, $500 that you may pay a designer to do this job, the value goes beyond the cost because it's speed of execution. So if you met with a brand and you really want to showcase your talent or your business talent in the design world, you use this tool. They don't need to know that it is a tool. It is an AI designer that does a job that's better than most designers out there. And you can actually edit directly on here, right? So if I wanted to change, I don't know, this lady to, if I wanted to change this lady to, instead of um, give her red hair instead, right? I can do it directly here, and I can apply the edits. It's just gonna, be pending at the bottom right, and then she's gonna get updated soon. While that's going on, the gallery images is one thing. And there you go. Now her hair is a little bit more red. So they can do that directly here. They can edit the text directly here. So really tailor, they don't need a designer. Like it's really just like the instructions that you want. You send it to AI, AI will update it. A cool thing is this is really from experience operating is what you want to build is not just like send them individual images of the design itself, because for them looking at it individually they might not see it as it is like impactful as it is right now. So there's an option to create the image board where you would select the products and the images that generate it, and then you can download the board, and it would give you a visual that's agency level, of what it could look like. Hey, Mr. Customer, here's your brand. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take your brand and we're going to do this. What do you think about the images? Does it represent your brand color and images? Obviously, it does because the AI did consider the font, the colors that is being used on his product. So it really will match the brand image. So you're speaking to the brand at not only at the technical level of delivering high quality images, but also embedding their brand DNA in your presentation. And this has helped people connect, and it reduces the friction and it increases the odds of the brand giving you the deal. Not only does it do the images for the gallery images, it also does the images for the A plus content. So the different modules that you require to create that one pager on Amazon. And I'll just share that with you here quickly what it looks like. But these are banners that you would just upload to Amazon, and it would create this nice one pager. Again, this type of work would add another $500 to the designer fees and in costs, and in just back and forth time and effort between the you and the designer or whoever you're working with to come up with these designs. And you can see here, this is unedited. I haven't touched this at all. And this is the output that it came out with. And this is based on the prompts that I've configured over the years on the design that works. And it also used different layers. It's not just like an image generator. It uses Amazon technical guidelines. It uses converting and marketing psychology to put this in place. So I'll let you think of the value and benefit of what this is. To me, obviously, this helps to establish the link between the brand right away and high speed. It saves thousands of dollars for you, and that thousands of dollars you can sell that as a service to the brand, or you can tell the brand, hey, you know what? If you partner with me, I'll take over your 20 listings and we'll do the design for them. That's over like $10,000, $20,000 worth of value in USD for them. And not only that you will take on and do that, the design like just like out of this world. They're like phenomenal design versus what's out there. And it embed, like I said, marketing psychology, which most of the design out there follows templates and may not embed those marketing psychology. And you can also test creatives, like if and keep of it like in the value of displaying to the brand. Hey, we're testing a different color. We're testing her with red hair, with blonde hair. They will see all of that work as wow. This agency or this person knows what they're talking about, knows what they're doing. So really, again, building credibility. This is a high uh, um, it will be a tool that would be part of really converting a brand to work with you. You don't really show them the tool because you are using a designer. You can say your agency has a designer, right? They don't need to know it's human or if it's AI. Today, everything is kind of commingled together. And the tool here is built so that it's almost impossible to figure out if it was done by AI or a human. Like just look at this image here, like all the little details in there, unless you really focus that it's to think that it's AI, like you can't really tell this. This could be just a nice shot from a digital camera. You don't have any designers, no delays, no dependency, no people to manage. Just this tool alone in terms of value, it's almost like having your own designer, high-end designer in your pocket, and that's probably worth like I don't know, you guys put a price on that, 1,000, 2,000, $5,000, depending on the type of designer. And there's so much more in this tool, but the limited time that I can offer, and I can share that with you. Another tool that's really cool that we're building is this is the design look and feel graphics. We're also looking into building a video tool. So that will be even a step further in the process, a level further in the process that delivers just jam-packed value to their customer. So at the end, I think you're starting to get the mindset that I have is the more that we take away from the operator to learn, and more like think about as a business operator, what is it that can offer as a value to the brand to be able to get them as a brand direct customer. Pretty much all the tools are built around that, delivering the highest value to the brand to be able to get the brand to work with us. And that's what brand direct is. Another pain point that they have is, okay, perfect. Now, great. We have the listing images. Okay, how do we create the listing itself? This one, it's just like it's a tool that we use. It's called the listing flow. And all you have to do with the listing flow is really just upload a couple images. So we'll go in and I'll try to find those images. Right. So we'll upload these two images. And you can give it a product name if you want. You can input the keyword list if you want for more SEO optimized and searchability on Amazon. But really, if you're kind of lazy and you just want to build a listing, you just drop the image product, the product of it, and then you just have the AI analyze it. Again, it will read the product and it will think about what would make the listing optimal and through different criteria and algorithm behind the scene, and it will spit out everything you need to create optimized listings with the latest trend. So give that a couple minutes, and this is the output that it would generate from those images. The title, the bullets, everything's optimized and structured in a way that it's optimal for Amazon. It tells you exactly how many characters are in here, and you can review it, add to it, and what's suggested and what's friendly for mobile. Really, this is like a quick tool that would whip up even description with alt code that would make the description look good. There's some featured specific uses that'll generate the generic keywords for you, and then you can download the listing data and just use it and create the Amazon listing. And really, like, it's straightforward. This we had a little bug there, but it's a couple of seconds, if not a minute, and you would get this. And this would eliminate the pain point of execution, writing, trying to figure out what converts and what doesn't convert. You can launch the product without too much guesswork. It'll help you rank the product faster because it's SEO optimized. It would be also an idea too if you want to bring on a brand to say, we'll refresh your catalog, we'll go through your catalog and optimize your listings. This could be done too. We'll have a bulk option in here too, and it'll help convert into more traffic and more sales. So again, just a jam-packed value add for the customer itself. There another pain point that the customers have, the students have, is the ad management side of things, and that's a little bit more technical. Even though theory does help, this is the part that we're trying to look into automating a lot. So in the tool suite, we have a PPC builder and optimizer. So depending on where they're at in the process of launching or introducing the customer's product or the brand products online, they have a set of the launch phase, and they would be able to enter information here and download the flat file that they can just upload to Amazon, and the campaigns will be built. And depending on different phases, they'll be here. And what we're going to be working on is not just be the ability to build and optimize listings, build and optimize ad campaigns right here. It'll be a tool that would go into their account and give them a snapshot of what's going on, like a dashboard, more interactive than proactive than what's currently at right now. So this one is something like this would help you like completely skip the learning phase of ads, but we'll still teach them on the differences of the different ads that are happening, so the logic of it. It'll help them launch efficiently with profit in mind, different stages of the process. It'll get them from, like I said, zero to to intermediate level just by using this tool, and it will help them to stay in control of their ads, because ads management is time consuming, it's technical, and a lot of people just don't know how to deal with it. So we just take that away from them so they can just focus on saying that we have a team that does ads, and it's all done by a tool at the back end. So in terms of the value itself, the what it delivers in terms of benefit to the students that comes in, my goal and our goal is to make sure that they get everything they need as they get in to start operating. Obviously, there's a learning curve to the whole operations of the business, but um, but everything will be ready for them and everything will be pre-thought out for them. So really what they buy into is a business that's almost plug and play, and they're the operator. They're the person executing, dealing with the relationship with the brand, go and get the brand with the different tools and support that they'll get. All of these tools, if you want to think about like value of it, something like this that let's say the app, something like the PPC ad optimizer. Once we've figured out how to connect that to their account, those software goes anywhere from $300 a month USD plus commission on the market right now, and that's recurring. So that's one thing. Amazon Listings Pro, every listing, if you were to hire somebody, well, today with AI, maybe anywhere from like $50, that would be in the range. And you're not sure if you're going to get like an SEO optimized listing. Whereas the AI here, we have a process, an algorithm in place in the back end that looks to keywords and make sure that the listing is optimized. This one here, I'll let you guys be the judge of it. There are tools that generate images out there in the world. I think there's one or two that does it for Amazon, and they charge, I think, per month or per listing $50 USD, and the output is not comparable to the output that this tool does. And what this tool does is again a little bit beyond, as almost having your pocket designer that you can carry around with you and also pitch to brands. So it's really not just a tool that you use to design product images. It's also a marketing tool that you can use to get more sales and get more brands to work with you. Test it. We've done that multiple times where we sent that to brands, and the impact and the feedback that we get is always they're amazed. And then they ask us how we did it, and then we just tell them we use a designer, pair it with an internal proprietary tool. The brand analyzer, I'll let you guys be the judge as well. But to my knowledge, there are some tools out there that does it, but none of them are customizing it to this angle, and also not accounting for the brand identity and brand DNA to inject it in here. So really, all these tools kind of work together and go back to the tracker so that the student has everything that they need in one place. And this is just, guys, just step one. We're working on so many other cool things to bring to the students, to the brand, the business operators, that is jam-packed with value. And it's not just tools, it's tools with purpose. It's tools with high impact value to the customer. And it would enable them to be at the level of what agencies are today in less than a couple of weeks if they really invest the effort to learn how to operate the business. I hope that was sufficient, and I hope that was helpful to you guys. And if you have any questions, well, feel free to reach out to me or Pedro directly. On that, I wish you all have a great day.